If you live anywhere in the world, especially outside the US, and you enjoy streaming TV shows and movies, you know how hard it can be sometimes with region locking of really great media. I mean, Hulu doesn't even work outside of the US, for example. Now, today's video is sponsored by Smart DNS Proxy, which is the #1 smart DNS provider in the world, which allows you to access all the streaming services around the world, whether a show, movie, or the whole service entirely was blocked in your country. Whether it's HBO, Disney+, Hulu, Netflix, and it works on almost any device from computers to mobiles to media players like Apple TV, Roku, smart TVs, and it's very easy to set up, takes a few minutes, and they got tutorials for every kind of device you've got. And this smart DNS service has a 2-week free trial, so if you don't like it, you can obviously cancel it before the 2 weeks are up. No credit card needed for the trial. They also have a smart VPN service that combines the VPN and their smart DNS services together. And by using this service, it encrypts your internet traffic, which obviously prevents things like government monitoring, hackers, or anything else like that. The smart VPN service also provide access to over 600 channels around the world, so you can encrypt the traffic and stream from your favorite channels at the same time. And yes, it also works with torrents. So make sure to check out Smart DNS Proxy, and if you use my special link in the description, you will get a 50% discount after the 2-week free trial is up. Alright, so we are back with another episode of the Sonic Roundup, you know, the show where I round up a bunch of smaller Sonic news topics into one big video. And honestly, there's not much to talk about. I mean, it's been Drought City recently. There's really nothing major, but maybe something could be major. We have to see. But right now, the news you've been hearing about the most is the Sonic movie starting production, which I haven't really got much to say on that. It started. Apparently, they're going to spend less time in Green Hill, whoop-de-doo. But I'll probably wait until there's more to talk about with regards to the Sonic movie sequel, and then I could do like one big video on it. But for now, we got other topics, so let's get into it. So on to the first topic. Are we going to be getting Sonic news this week? No. Wait, actually, hold on. My bad. Of course we're getting Sonic news this week. I meant Sonic game news, because I have to specify that, because that's no longer the main focus. My bad. So this is a topic that a lot of people have discussed already, but I figured, why not, since it's so close to the date? Future Game Show. Now, this is an event happening on the 25th of March, or tomorrow if you're watching the video when it came out. And it says here, Future Game Show returns on March 25th with 40 games, trailers, announcements, deep dives, and interviews from studios like SEGA, Team 17, because Jake Paul upgraded, Warner Bros, and EA for our spring showcase. Whatever your gaming platform of choice, the Future Game Show has you covered, with titles for PS5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, all hosted by stars of the Resident Evil 3 remake, Jeff Shine and Nicole Tompkins. This is just the first Future Game Show for 2021, with future shows scheduled for June and August. One of the hosts said, "I've been trying to get a sneak peek at the lineup, haven't had much luck, but from the little I've been told so far, it's going to be quite the show. Can't wait to show you guys some new looks at upcoming games and maybe share an announcement or two. See you on March 25th, you don't want to miss it." So yes, after the basically death of E3, I mean, I know they're coming back, but you know, I made a whole video discussing this. Every other company was like, oh, we could make our own game event and steal some viewers, you know, replace E3 while they're gone due to the pandemic in 2020. As you can see, the 2020 Future Game Show reached over 27 million viewers, so it's a pretty big deal. But time to reel it into back to what we care about, which is of course our Lord and Savior, the Sonic. They're saying there's going to be 40 games at this event. They listed some of the companies that are going to be there, and the first one they mentioned is SEGA. So naturally, what do we do as Sonic fans? We turn this into the Sonic and we say Sonic is going to be there. This is a prime example of us being in a drought, because we are so desperate for news that we'll action onto anything that Sega's going to be at. Do you remember another time when we did this exact thing? Ah yes, 2020. And I'm not trying to act like I'm immune, because I was part of it. I'm not part of it anymore. I don't think Sonic's gonna be there. Trust me, I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. I want to see Sonic there. I just don't think it's gonna happen. The event is tomorrow, and the Sonic Twitter has not tweeted a single thing. My bad. Of course they've tweeted things. I mean, memes. But they haven't tweeted a single thing regarding this event and how Sonic would be there or anything like that. And the Almighty Tales channel, which honestly is a more reliable news source for Sonic than the Sonic Twitter. Just think about that for a second. Tales channel is more reliable for Sonic news than the Sonic Twitter. Like, just let that sink in for a second. But yeah, Tales channel has not said anything about this either. It's clear that unless they're planning to surprise us, it's most likely that it's not going to be Sonic at this event. Sega's going to reveal something else, like some Persona shit, or I don't know, maybe the Judgment PS5 remaster or some shit. I don't know. The event said 40 games, but I don't think all of them are new games. They're going to be like upcoming things that we might already know about. So just getting like more info on those games, maybe some few new reveals. I don't think they got 40 brand new reveals. Plus Sega's still dealing with the pandemic because there are delays and whatnot that we talked about in that previous video. So yeah, just be aware of that. You remember 2020, the New Game Plus Expo where Sega was gonna be there, and we thought, oh, it was on Sonic's birthday, the actual date itself in June, and Sega was at this event, and the only thing they had to reveal was fucking Catherine or some shit. They don't want to talk about Sonic game news, okay? You lot are getting desperate as well. Like, it's not just me, because you guys are saying, oh, the drought's not that bad, or even there's no drought. We're all fine, patiently waiting, and then guess what happened?
How could I think that I was so right on something? I thought that I was so right. And then I turned out to be so catastrophically wrong.
A Sega employee on their personal account tweeted about an office party that they were having. And Sonic fans latched onto this one. Articles, tweets, Sonic party confirmed. Let's go. To the point where she had to go back and reply to a tweet and say, listen, it's just a little office party, nothing serious. You know, it's a fake ticket, as you can see based off the image. You know, they put more passion into the office parties than the 3D Sonic games. It's cool. The point is, you guys got desperate on that one, okay? I was not a part of that crowd, mainly because I was taking a nap when this whole thing was happening. Nonetheless, don't be sitting here acting like, we're fine, waiting, and then the moment some shit like this happens, like, yep, let's go, office party event. I still can't believe people are this down bad. Oh, like, at least I admitted, like, I want to see some news, but like, oh, I don't even know what to say on this. Now, for those of you who've forgotten, there is an IDW event, an official panel, on the 26th of March, aka Friday, but they've already specified that that's going to be focused on the IDW comics. Now, I guess you could watch it and maybe there'll be some kind of more important reveal there, but I highly doubt it. I don't know if I'm going to be watching it because that's the same day that Battle Wonderworld drops, and I'm going to be streaming that on the non-Sonic channel, link in the description. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try and tune in. I'm not really sure, but I'll be thoroughly surprised if they reveal the game at this IDW panel. So it's probably best to keep your expectations in check and not expect any game reveals anytime soon. As for whether we're getting a game in 2021, the jury is still out. I guess if we don't hear anything by the end of April, then it's time to really start like letting that 2022 just sink in, okay? But let's just hope I'm wrong and the game comes out 2021 and the game is great and the game is 3D and the game is original, and I'm not making another wish list, but you get my drift. Now on to the next topic, the new Knuckles voice. Now before I talk about this, I want to just mention that in a previous The Sonic Roundup video, I discussed how we're likely getting basically 3 separate voice casts for the franchise. While there may be some overlap, it's looking like we've got the game cast, the Prime cast, and the movie cast for the few characters we're gonna have in the movie, like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, or whoever else we get. You can watch that video if you want the full details on that discussion, but we're gonna be specifically talking about Prime here. So just because I'm talking about Knuckles' voice doesn't mean this is gonna be the game Knuckles' voice or the movie's Knuckles' voice. So in a previous video, we talked about Prime and we talked about the rapper It's Okay to Cry potentially becoming the new Knuckles voice. A quick refresher for those of you who don't know, he basically tweeted, also I may or may not be the new Knuckles in the Sonic animated series, and then responded to his tweet and said, I auditioned and got a callback is what this means, so cross your fingers. And then once Sonic fans discovered those tweets, he deleted them swifter than Taylor. This is the part we already know. Now in that video, I hadn't actually heard what he sounded like, but after I posted the video, he actually posted his audition, where he was auditioning for both Sonic and Knuckles.
You were auditioning for the role of Sonic!
This is just Sonic, auditioning for the role of Sonic.
I know!
In my opinion, his Sonic is far better than his Knuckles. His Sonic sounds like very Ryan Drummond inspired. I still like his Knuckles voice, but maybe with a bit better direction it could get closer to the Knuckles I want it to be, which is like that Dan Green era Knuckles. But nonetheless, he only got a callback for Knuckles, not for Sonic, so I guess they found someone else for Sonic, or they just weren't a fan of his Sonic take. Either way, in March we got a little bit of an update on the situation. He went back to quote tweet the official Sonic Prime reveal tweet with a smiley face. This is well after he had already mentioned that he had gotten the callback. Of course, leading people to believe in the replies that he had actually gotten the role. Of course, he can't say that because NDAs or whatnot. I mean, it's just a smiley face, right? I can't get sued for that. But he did put that out there to like let us know like things are looking good, you know what I mean? And then of course, he deleted that tweet swifter than an international payment, Swift. So now there's no actual record of it, but it's basically looking like he may have just gotten the confirmed role. Which if that's the case, then good for him, honestly. I like his Knuckles voice. I still wish his Sonic voice had gotten in. Hopefully whoever they pick for Sonic is, you know, great. great as well, but that means we finally got one voice actor confirmed for Sonic Prime if this is the case. Now some of you might be thinking Mike Pollock. He has not actually stated that he's going to be voicing Eggman in Sonic Prime. He said video games multiple times. On the tweet he said video games. When he was interviewed by Snuck VA he said video games.
He's still gotta be Eggman. That's what I'm trying to say.
When the next game has voices and Eggman is one of the voices, the voice will be mine, at least in English.
And I don't think he's gonna go into more detail, but when he said the more the merrier on his tweet, that kind of makes it seem like the more the merrier, there's gonna be more Eggman voices, but I'll still be in the games. I'm just saying, if you're hoping to hear Mike Pollock in Sonic Prime, just be open-minded to the fact that it might not be him. And look, if you can find one tweet of him confirming that he's going to be voicing Eggman in Prime, then cool. But right now, I cannot see one. So I'm keeping my expectations at bay and waiting for the official confirmation of whoever's going to be voicing Eggman in Sonic Prime. I don't want another Sonic Generation situation where, because you know, I didn't play Colors when it first came out, so I went from like Unleashed to Gens. I didn't follow the whole voice actor shift thing, so I literally just played like Green Hill and Generations, having never heard Roger's Sonic voice, and then like the first cutscene hit and I was expected to hear like Jason's voice, like and then I heard Roger's voice and I was like, what the fuck is this? I was so shocked. I'm just saying, like, don't go into Prime like that thinking you're about to hear Mike Pollock Eggman and then some new guy shows up, you're like, what the So yeah, just be prepared is what I'm saying. And on to the final topic, Sonic PC ports. Now I remember a lot of people were going crazy about this one before, and I made a video discussing it but with a different take. So people were sharing around this LinkedIn where a person was hired by SEGA as the director of production services, and one of their roles was to port popular Sonic titles to new to SEGA PC platforms. People ran with this and thought we're getting ports. Unleashed on Steam confirmed, and I was like, listen, they said new to SEGA PC platforms. That means on PC, but things that SEGA have not previously been on. So not Steam, not anything like that. And I used the example that Sonic Mania has been put on Amazon Luna, which is basically a cloud streaming service, I guess, to rival Stadia. And they announced that, like, this doesn't seem like a port games that weren't on PC to PC situation. It seems like take Sonic games that are already on PC and put them on other kinds of platforms. And it seems like I was right on that, because since that video's come out, SEGA announced, start your engines, Sonic fans. Team Offline Racing is speeding to Amazon's cloud gaming The fact that it's like the most like offline game ever, like the online is so shit, and now it's gonna be cloud only. Play it now with early access on Amazon Luna US only, which is, it's not SEGA restricting it to US only. Amazon Luna is just in beta testing, it's only in the US. But yeah, they took a game that was already on PC and said, let's just put this on Amazon Luna's cloud gaming service, which can be played on a myriad of devices, including PC, and that would fit this job description. I mean, when you go to the Amazon Luna page, Mania is one of the games that's shown up in their little collage there, so clearly SEGA's got some kind of deal with Amazon or whoever else. Like, I don't know if we're gonna get like Generations on Epic Game Store or some shit. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but right now I'm not convinced that we're gonna be seeing PC ports of games that weren't on PC. It's just like, take Team Offline Racing from Steam, put it here, take that from there, you know, of course picking the games that we don't give a shit about, because Team Offline Racing became obsolete the week after it was released thanks to Crash Team Racing coming out, and even though it was obsolete before Crash Team Racing came out, honestly it barely gave us the 1 week of entertainment. So yeah, once again, I feel like a common theme throughout this video has just been like, keep your expectations in check when it comes to these things, right? We're dealing with the Sonic franchise here. We have to be realistic, expect things like droughts, porting everything but the things we want ported, sporadicity in game quality, and toxicity from the fan base when you say something they don't like. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for today's The Sonic Roundup. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. Do you think we're gonna see game news at the Future Game Show for Sonic? Or maybe somehow there'll be game news at the IDW panel the next day? I don't think so, but you know. What do you guys think about It's Okay to Cry becoming the new Knuckles voice for Sonic Prime? And do you still think we're going to be getting PC ports anytime soon, or was that little LinkedIn thing just a bit of a dud? But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Make sure to check out the non-Sonic channel, the link will be in the description. But that's all I have to say right now, so Remy out.